OKR killer rig. Killer rig. One fish after another. Yes. Oh. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today I'm gonna be doing a little review on my Garcia Orra S reel. I've had this reel for a couple months now. Probably did around 20 to 30 fishing trips on it, and so far it's held up really good. Mid-July, one of my reels failed on me, and I wanted to replace it, but I was really on a budget. So while I was out at Walmart looking at some lures, I actually came across this reel. Came home, did some research on it. Found out that the reel featured a lot of cool stuff from Garcia. And after reading a lot of good and bad reviews, I ended up going back and picking it up and decided to give it a try. So I decided to give this reel a try, and the reason why I did was because for the asking price, this reel features a lot of good stuff. Like the spool is braid ready. That eliminates mono backing, which is good because I always fish braid line, Power Pro. Also features a sealed carbon drag system, and it's got some carbon washers and stainless, I believe, steel washers in there that makes up the drag system. Makes for a really smooth drag, very consistent. It also features a oversized bail. Gear ratios in here are 5.8 to 1, so it's not the fastest, but it's definitely the slowest, so it's pretty good. Also features 7 HPR or Garcia's corrosion resistant bearings, 1 big roller bearing also, instant anti-reverse, which is good. They also have the reverse lever down here, but I never use it, so usually I just set the drag really good and I just fish it how it is. So far I've used this reel for pretty much all sorts of freshwater fish, from crappie to trout to largemouth bass, like 4 or 5 pounds largemouth bass, and it's held up really good. And I've even used it for striper fishing. Caught a 26 inch striped bass with it. Also caught a 27 inch hybrid striper with it, so it held up great. The drag system worked great. Probably accidentally dunked this thing in the river or the lake multiple times already. I haven't even cleaned it, and as you can see, it's still still working really good. So it's really smooth still, almost brand new like. But yeah, a lot of reviews I've read, people had issues with the reel. They were complaining about bearing noise, saying that I guess if you have no load on the reel, the reel would work fine. But as soon as you cast out and start reeling in with a heavier lure, the I guess the reel would start. You could start hearing the bearing noise, and I haven't seen that at all. So cross my fingers. Hopefully, I don't ever see that. But so far, so good. Well, currently I have this reel paired up with my Shimano Clarus rod. This is a 6 feet 6 inch fast action rod, and it's been a great combo for me. Casts really far with the rod. It's super sensitive. So I mean, all right. Well, I'm gonna take the spool out so you guys can see how it looks like on the inside. Okay, so the cap, you have a pretty big roller bearing and a seal going around it. I guess that's what seals the drag system, or the washers here. You have these stainless steel washers. I don't know if you guys can see that. Also inside you have the carbon washers that makes up the drag system. You also have a bearing right here, and I guess this is to keep the spool from wobbling back and forth when it's together. That's pretty much it. You got your balanced weight right here, and it's pretty balanced and working like it's supposed to. So, and that's pretty much it. I totally don't want to disassemble the whole thing, but you pretty much just take these washers out, loosen up that screw right here, and then the whole bell, the top will come off. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I haven't re-greased it or anything. It's just still working good after some pretty tough abuse. The finish looks like it's anodized. It's got some gunmetal chrome trim pieces over here. I haven't cleaned it, so the whole reel is actually dirty still. But even when it's dirty, it looks pretty good. I've actually it's got some scuffs right here from me abusing it on the river. So, but the only thing I really like about this reel is actually the knob. It's pretty standard, and it's like a rubber, plastic, polymer handle, not handle, but knob. So it just feels cheap, but for the asking price, it's I guess Abu Garcia can't give you all the good stuff. So for the asking price, it's a really well made reel. And already I do have Abu Garcia. They do have other knobs you could buy for it, so I do have a different knob coming. But I like the foam knobs, and that's what I got coming. So I'll do a review on that next. But so far the reel has been really good, and cross my fingers. Hopefully it'll stay good for a couple more years. But we'll see. I guess I'll have to update this video in a couple months